Drive-by word of the day: spend more time with people you have a common future with rather than a common past. The people of the past are in the past for a reason. Okay, besties? We're looking forward, not backwards. So let's spend more time with people we have a common future with.
Hi guys, welcome back to Clare's Archives. Your network is your net worth. Whatever you surround yourself with, whoever you surround yourself with, is an exact reflection of you. And some people may be watching this and thinking, actually, I'm nothing like the people around me. That may be true, but eventually, if you stay around people that don't match your higher self, you stay around people that you don't exactly aspire to be like, you eventually become one of them. They say put 5 millionaires in a room and add a sixth person, the sixth person will be the sixth millionaire. Literally, whatever you surround yourself with is exactly what will come to pass. So make sure you're surrounded by people you're proud of. Make sure you're around people that inspire you, that are better than you or on the same level. Because if you go with people that are not on your level, they will eventually bring you down. The whole crabs in a bucket mindset. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. Comment down below on your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Unpopular opinion. I love having high maintenance friends. I love it. And by high maintenance, I'm not just talking about money, but how you see yourself really matters to me. Like, where you see yourself really matters to me. Even if you are not there yet, but the vision of where you see yourself and who you want to be really matters to me. Because I don't want a low maintenance bitch that's going to drag me down with her. No, babes, I'm going up. You can stay down here on your own. I don't want to stay down here. I love a bitch who's going to be like, babes, I don't want to go to that place because I don't want to be associated with that kind of behavior. Love it. Oh, I love a bitch with boundaries. Like, I love a bitch who's going to be like, girl, I don't want to hang out with those people.
Remember this, is that people are time wasters, and the great majority of people have no goals, they have no priorities, they have no plans, they have no concern about becoming successful, and they think that you're the same. They think because their time isn't worth anything, that your time isn't worth anything also.
I don't have that many friends either, baby. I think most people that don't have a lot of friends are probably very intelligent. So just focus on yourself. Your friends are your family. How about that? You have yet to meet your friends unless you have kids. I don't worry about people thinking I'm a loser because I know I'm a winner. How can people think I'm a loser when I'm winning? That's dumb. Like I said, walk in like royalty. Royalty ain't losing. This little piece of bang is making me mad though. But remember that. Stop worrying about what other people think. You know what they're gonna think? What you put out, what you portray, how you act, how you accept yourself. That's what they're gonna think. If you go in and say, oh, I don't have no friends, I'm a loser, or act like it, or you can go in and say, oh, I really love being alone. I enjoy my quiet and peace, and I'm social, but you got to keep that confident level up at all times. At all times. I'm confident in my dreams. When I sleep and I'm dreaming, I'm confident in there too.
Let's talk about the fact that not everyone should be your friend, and by just allowing anybody into your circle just because they're nice and a good time to hang around with is actually an example of very bad spiritual and energetic hygiene. While I love the fact that our dating and relationship standards keep getting higher by the day, I feel like we massively downplay friendship standards to the point that we're just letting anybody into our lives at this point, and it can be so dangerous. Especially because haters disguised as friends are now so good at still complimenting you and acting like the nice friend, even though they don't have your best interests at heart. So now it's not even about spotting the red flags, it's about making sure that people align with your values, that you're assessing their self-esteem to make sure that they can actually be a good friend to you. Friendship needs to move away from we're the same age, with the same interests, and you're cute and you're funny and we can talk, to what are our values like? What are your ambitions for life? What do you believe that you are capable of? Where are you at in your path? What is your discipline like? How do you value yourself? What kind of relationships do you allow into your life? Because that tells you so much about a person and the relationship with themselves. And if somebody is secure enough and solid enough within themselves, they are going to be able to be a good friend to you without projecting their insecurity or shame or negative energy onto you. I'm not saying anybody has to be perfect, but I'm saying if you are self-aware enough to work on yourself and your triggers and your insecurities, so then you are not projecting that onto everybody around you, then you deserve the same healthy, secure energy in your life.
If you're trying to attract your dream friends into your life and it is just not happening right now, I think I might have an inkling on what you're doing wrong, okay? So listen up. You are probably trying to be that dream friend to your current friendships. And the reason why I think that doesn't work is because if you're looking for more aligned friendships, then chances are you have a level of dissatisfaction with the friendships that you currently have, and showing up differently in yourself and expecting the people already in your life to mold and change and shift because you want to have a change in your life is not really fair to either of you, right? We're not in the business of changing people. So what I would argue is actually more effective is for you to start being the dream friend to yourself first. You need to have a vision in your mind of how your dream friend treats you. So how do they speak to you? How do they care for you? How do they handle it when you guys have conflict or disagreement? How do they celebrate you? And when you get clear on that, you need to start being the dream friend to yourself first. So maybe that looks like taking yourself out on a little brunch date every week, or buying yourself a little gift here or there. Or maybe it means being kinder and gentler to yourself when you make a mistake. In my experience, this is so much more effective than expecting your current friends to grow and shift in the same direction that you are, because that energy is, kind of really yucky and resentful, especially if they're not behaving in the way that you want them to. And when you start focusing on yourself, pouring into yourself, treating yourself really well, then you are going to attract people who are also on that same energy level.
I know you're so nice, but it is very bad spiritual hygiene to be out here making friends with just anybody and everybody. If I've just met somebody new, my friend would normally ask me like, oh, what did you think of them? To which my very common response is, yeah, they're super nice and I actually really like them. I just don't think I would be friends with them. And people are normally very confused by that response. Listen, just because somebody is kind and you can talk to them, it doesn't mean they are immediately allowed access to your time, energy, and life. Do not underestimate the effect that other people can have on our energies and on our mindsets. And that is exactly why you need to pay close attention to who you surround yourself with, regardless of how nice and cool they are. Not everyone you like is going to be in alignment with you. Lastly, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And when you're focused on growth, you simply wouldn't just entertain people for the sake of having company. Who you let in is instead based on your high friendship standards, aligned mindsets, outlooks, ambitions, and conversations. And unsurprisingly, life will all of a sudden flow better and make a lot more sense.
This is your reminder, girl to girl, the reason why you feel like you're not progressing, whether it be in your career, your life, your relationship, is because you're surrounding yourself with people who doubt you. People that say, maybe, it's not your time to do that. Or, I don't think you can do that. Or, don't you think that's a little much? Like, maybe that's like a little out of your realm. That energy right there is what is holding you back. Once you remove that energy out of your life will take a 180, because it's only you and yourself in competition. No one else in your head, no one else telling you that you can or cannot do it. It's just you.
This is your reminder to focus on friendships with the girls that make your crazy, big, out-of-the-box ideas feel and seem completely normal. They're like, yeah, of course you'd be able to achieve that. Of course you're going to be able to make it happen. And they support you along the entire way. And not the girls who are trying to bring you back down to earth or making little comments, or you can just see in their eyes that they're judging you, because those are not the people who are going to be there supporting you when you make things happen, because they don't want you to win. You'll get there a lot faster when you have the right people in your corner.
Ladies, if I don't tell you anything else, surround yourself by real grown women. And when I say real grown women, I'm not talking about the ones that just up in age, or the women that look like they got it all together, or just women who just look aesthetically pleasing, because that's just physical. That's just the physical. I'm really talking about women who are working on their internal characteristics, women that are getting closer to God. Women that are getting closer to God, real grown women, they're going to pray for you. You need some friends that's going to pray for you. You need some friends that's going to speak life into you. Also, with real grown women, they're confident. So with them being confident, guess what? When they come around you, they don't gotta dim your light. Guess what they doing? They uplifting you. They letting you know how great you are, and they know that it does not take anything away from them. Also, hanging with real grown women, I realized that the energy is different. They're deeply in their feminine energy, so they're always trying to stay soft. They're always trying to stay that way because they know that that's the way that a woman is supposed to show up. You have to surround yourself around real grown women. The energy is different. Not just somebody that just looks good, not somebody that just look good on paperwork, but somebody that is internally doing the work. Because when you're around real grown women, guess what? You will flourish as well. You will also want to be a better woman as well. So when you're around these women, it will encourage you to be better and show up better as a woman yourself.
If you want to level up this year, this is what you need to focus on this quarter. You're going to hate me for this, but when people tell me that they've had the same sets of friends since age 3, it concerns me. That's prison, and it just shows me that you haven't diversified your way of thinking. And no, it's not bragging rights to how loyal you are, it's just a prison. This is the problem that a lot of you have. You don't know how to socialize. You're going to need to know how to socialize with everyone, even those that you have nothing in common with. Learn and find something in common. Because a lot of us are very caught up in only socializing with those that look like us. If they don't look like us, we're suddenly uncomfortable. This is a problem that I see with some people. Unless they look like themselves, they just don't know how to socialize with them. Babe, diversify. I'm so sorry, but you need to learn how to speak. Not TikTok speak, not local speak, learn how to speak. Unless you work with children or in social media, it just doesn't make sense. I know the girlies are going to tell you that just come as you are, but that's a fucking lie. I just think we've lost the art of how to present ourselves. So be prepared and come correct. Make sure that your outfit fits the environment that you're entering. And with that, it's better to look overdressed than underdressed. But don't take that as a hall pass to look crazy, okay? I just feel like women need to learn the art of how to be subtly sexy. Not everyday tits, not everyday leg, not everyday insert body part being exposed. Sometimes subtle. And no, I'm not telling you how to dress like a nun, but it's all about balance. If we're showing our legs, let's cover up top, and vice versa. Just use your common sense, okay? And trust me, you're not gonna go wrong if you just dress for your frigging body type. Sign up to a serious publication, read a fucking book, listen to an intelligent podcast, not everyday Netflix. Pick a new hobby or an interest that is completely different to what you would usually do, whether it be wine tasting or tennis. And as for me, one of the best things I've ever done is to learn about wines. That way I can navigate around a wine list without embarrassing myself. Not everyday Prosecco, okay babies? It goes without saying that I'm super appreciative that we're all at different stages of life, but if you can't afford caviar, at least know how to spell it.